An atom splits to create a distraction, and every single is a counterfeit, a misdirection. And baby, I'll wait forever to find you, and I'll change, but never to blind you. I'll stop the hands of time. I'll stop the hands of time. I'll stop the hands of I'll stop the hands of time. I'll stop the hands of
If your heart is true, I'll give it all up. I'll come back to you. Remember how we used to do, and give it all up. Just come back to you, baby. If your heart is true, I'll give it all up. I'll come back to you. Remember how we used to do, and give it all up. Just come back to you, baby. If your heart is true, I'll give it all up. I'll come back to you. Remember how we used to do, and give it all up. Just come back to you. And give it all up. Just come back to you. Just come back to you.
Welcome back, everybody, to game number 8 of the DBL season. We are game number 2 here against the Nooksack Novas in Starlight Stadium, and happy to be here, excited to be here, and hoping for a Marshals sweep of the Novas, and to hopefully continue their stay in the first place here in the Southwest division. But to even think about any of that, we have to go now to the field and get things started. Leading off the Marshals, as he's been all season, Mark Collins. And he will lead off with a double. Uh, Really great start for Collins. He's had a bit of a rough go to begin with, but it looks like this game is starting off as his game. Following Collins is Ethan Butler. Butler as well kind of struggling. Not doing as hot as he has previously in his previous 4 years, but getting there. And that'll be the first out for the Marshals as he hits a deep fly ball to center field. And that will bring up Kelly Jennings. Jennings, one of the four really, I guess, powerhouses of the Marshals or offense. Uh, Currently batting 15 for 35 and looking to start start things off with a score. Another piece of note is they're currently on a 7-game hitting streak, so hopefully she can keep it alive and go for 8. And that will be a single for Jennings, and scoring is Collins. So yes, the Marshals will strike first here in the top of the first, and it is now 1-0. Uh, Also featuring a 7-game hitting streak is Felipe Torres, the second of 4 powerhouse players on the Marshals. So let's see what he is able to bring to the table. That will be an out at second, so Jennings not able to get there on time, but Torres, with his speed, is able to get to first before the Novas can get the double play. Uh, Here's a relatively new face. Ivan Pena. Pena's only played in 2 previous games, this being their third. So looking forward to seeing what they can do. 3 hits in 10 at bats. So hoping to bring a little bit more offense. And not this time. Pena will ground out for the third out, and that will bring up the Novas here in the bottom of the first. And leading off for them is Kira. Kira is 11 for 32, batting 344, and looking to start off the game just like their opponents did. Uh, that will not be the case. It won't be a double, but it will drop in there for a hit. So the Novas themselves also get the leadoff person aboard. And that'll be a pop-up to third for Pena, and that would bring up Eduardo Vega. So Vega, one of the dangerous hitters on the Novas side, uh, currently batting 464 and staring at a 7-game hitting streak, looking to hit that. So hard hit ball right to the pitcher. It spins right out of his glove, so that'll go down as an error for Molina. And we now have 2 runners on with only 1 out. And that'll bring up Angel Gomez. Gomez, the other, while not, uh, while Gomez doesn't get on base as much as Vega does, you'll see there 4 home runs. Uh, Really, the only other individual competing with Nunez for home runs here in the West, and really the DBL altogether. So what he lacks in maybe contact, he definitely makes up for in power. Uh, but he will ground into a double play, so that will retire the side, and the Marshals get out of that somewhat sticky situation uh, and are able to retire the side. And that'll bring up Sutton. Sutton definitely the uh, cornerstone, at least this year, of the Marshals offense. Again, Sutton has been with the league for uh, the entirety of its duration, so 4 seasons. This will be her fourth, but just now being able to get some playing time and really showing that she does indeed deserve to be here and starting. And that'll just be a pop-up in foul territory that Vega is able to grab without issue. So Sutton will head back to the dugout for her first time up. No worries though, with only one out, that brings up Ricardo Nunez. Nunez now the designated hitter for the Marshals here these past few games. Again, one of the powerhouses leading the DBL along with Gomez of the Novas in home runs and really just looking to add to that total. And that'll be a shallow fly ball, though, to right field. So Vidal's there to snag it for the second out. And that'll bring up Lynette Mark. All right, so the Marshals will go 3 up, 3 down. No additional hits that inning for them, but we still remain 1-0. For the Novas, leading off is Kent Curtis. And Curtis right now batting 233, having played all 8 games, played in all 8 games so far this season. And he will ground to second, fielded by Collins, and forward there with the out. To bring up the Nova's designated hitter, Shane Howell. And we will see what Howell has in store. A fly ball to right field for an easy out. And that'll bring up Roberta Vidal. Vidal 7 for 33, so uh, kind of struggling a little bit to make contact during these games, but that will drop down for a base hit. So definitely sticking it to me in my comments. But Vidal will reach first, so there will be a runner on, one runner on with 2 outs, and we'll bring up Corey Sutton again. No relation to Tracy, um, but either way, definitely battling for Sutton's supremacy in regards to hitting and doing that. That would be a swing and the miss. So Joaquin Molina will earn his first strikeout of the game. Hope to see a lot more of those from the Marshals, and they have really picked it up the last couple games. The first 4 or 5 games, they had 0 strikeouts. They were the only team in the league to not have any strikeouts. But we have started seeing the pitching on the Marshals really pick up these last couple games, and it's definitely been a welcome sight, especially for those who know the game. Up next is Salvador Ford. Ford has played in half the games this season, so 4 games. He took over for Antonio Iglesias, who, if you've been following us at all, had 4 games of no hits, only able to reach base once on a walk, and definitely love seeing the production. 8 for 17 so far, 1 home run, and definitely a lot more amped than Iglesias. But he will fly to center field his first time up here to bring up Collins, who doubled last inning, or 2 innings ago in the first. And Collins will single. So Collins will be 2 for 2 here to start off the game, which is excellent. And that will bring up Ethan Butler. And they are able to turn the double play to force the Marshals out. So the Marshals will get a hit before earning those 3 outs and retiring the side. We go now to the bottom of the third, and that will bring up Mariana McFarland, one of the rookies for the Novas. So far, Mariana, she's played in 3 games. Our game on Monday, as well as this one. 2 hits in 8 at bats. One of those hits a double. So looking to see how she progresses as the season goes on. And that'll be a single. So add another hit to her stats. And the Novas will once again have the lead runner on base with no outs. And it looks like we'll have an out there for Kira, who hits a hard fly ball to right field. And that will bring up Jeffrey Pena. Pena, right along with Vidal, kind of struggling a little bit lower on the average side, but has a home run, a triple, and 2 doubles to make up for the lack of production. And that's a high pop up for the shortstop and an easy out for Mark. So just like that, the Novas have 2 down with a runner on first. And up next would be Eduardo Vega. And that's a ground ball to first base. So no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on for Nooksack. So a view from around the league. Uh, an interesting note is all 4 Northeastern teams lost their first games against their Southeast counterparts uh, in our games. So hot summer probably getting to those individuals up north who enjoy a little bit more cooler weather uh, in that regards. All right, and up next after Jennings grounded out is Felipe Torres. And Torres hits a fly ball to center field, easily caught by Kira. And that will bring up Pena. And Pena will get a clean hit after it drops right in front of Eduardo Vega. And that will bring up Tracy Sutton, who popped out in her last at bat. All right, and an easy out. So the Marshals get a hit and leave one as we go to the bottom of the fourth. And I find it very interesting because this is not how these 2 teams usually play. They are definitely, like last game, high offense, multiple hits. A couple of weeks ago we had the stats up. The Marshals were leading in slugging percentage, uh, and right now we've gotten some hits. We've got a single, we've gotten a double, but not really any ex. Oh. And this is why I don't open my mouth, because as I was going to say, no excitement. Angel Gomez smashes one over the left field wall to tie up the game and to bring the crowd to its feet. So we are getting some exciting things happening. Some exciting things happening now. Uh, and now we have Kent Curtis up to the plate looking to go back to back. Uh, Well, it won't be back to back, but it will be a single for Curtis. So the first two players up in the inning have, well, one scored and one's gotten on base, so no outs. And that'll bring up Shane Howell, who flew out in the second. And that is a wild pitch from Molina, so Curtis will advance to second. The Novas have a really good chance with no outs of taking the lead here. They won't this time as Mark is able to grab that ground ball cleanly. So there will now be one out for Roberta Vidal, who hit a single her last time up. And that'll be a deep fly ball to center field. Curtis will not move. And just like that, the Novas now have two outs with a runner on second. And Corey Sutton at the plate, who struck out looking last time up. And that will line drive right to Mark, who will toss over to first to end the inning. So the Marshals get out of that, only giving up one home run. And leading off for the Marshals, their own home run king, Ricardo Nunez. Nunez flew out last time, but definitely, had the power, just not the. He had the right idea, just it didn't go as far as he would have hoped. And this one doesn't go as far as he hopes. It's a ground ball to first base, and McFarland's able to beat him to the bag easily. So that will bring up Lynette Mark. And that'll be another ground ball. So right now, Santos really holding down the fort, not allowing any great contact for the Marshals player, and not really giving them anything that they can use. And that'll be a pop up in foul territory for Ford, which will end the inning. So we go to the bottom of the fifth, tied. And Marina McFarland smashes a home run, I believe her first home run of the season, to bring the Novas up 2-1. So again, all I needed to do was make a statement, say it wasn't exciting, for then exciting things to happen. And Kiro will get an infield hit. It was hit very so softly. Mark could not get to it in time before she was able to take her base. So, Kira looked to steal, but was beat out, and the Novas now have one out and no one on base. And after a deep fly ball to right field, there are now two outs, and Eduardo Vega will come to the plate. And the Novas will get out after another hard hit ground ball to third base. So the Novas go down, but not before leading off with a towering home run to make it now 2-1 as we go to the top of the sixth. And we go to the top of the inning, top of the lineup for the Marshals with Mark Collins, who currently batting 1,000 on the game, 2 for 2, has a double and a single. Let's see what he gets this time. It'll be another single. So again, uh, really great game for Collins, really showing his stuff out there. And he will steal. This is successful as Pena drops the ball It was a very nicely timed throw. If Pena would have held on to it, Collins would not have would have been tagged out. So a lucky break for the Marshals as Ethan Butler comes to the plate. Unlike his counterpart, Butler 0 for 2, uh, but he will make up for it when the time counts. Butler in at first, and Collins able to score. Collins, along with Torres, one of the speedier players on the Marshals, and they are able to beat out the throw. So up next, we will have Kelly Jennings at the plate. Kenning, I just I combined her name there. Jennings grounded out her last time up, but let's see if she can keep this rally going with the Marshals, who currently have no outs. And she does. She earns a single. Butler goes to third, and that will bring up Torres, who is also 0 for 2. He was out on a fielder's choice in the first and flew out in the fourth. But really a deep fly out here would be a nice sacrifice hit to give the Marshals a lead, and they have a really good chance of doing so here. And there we go. That is exactly what Torres was able to accomplish. Deep fly ball to right field. Vidal able to make the catch, but uh, Butler able to score from third. So the Marshals are now up 3-2 with one out and Jennings on first. And the Marshals will add to their lead as Pena hits a smash double all the way to the wall. It'll bounce off. Jennings able to score. So the Marshals keep the heat on. It is 4-2, and Tracy Sutton will come to the plate. Sutton having a bit of an off game right now, 0 for 2, with a pop up and a ground ball in the fourth. And Sutton will continue to drop, go 0 for 3 with a flyout to left field. Pena will not move, but Ricardo Nunez comes to the plate and is hoping to keep this inning alive, add a few more insurance runs for Molina here, but will not do that. That'll be a ground ball to third, easily thrown to first for the out. But the Marshals earn 3 runs to to take the lead again. It is now 4-2. So again, those first 3 innings of boredom now totally evaporated as we go to the bottom of the sixth. And Angel Gomez coming up to the plate. Gomez, as you remember, homered to tie the game in the fourth. This time it'll be a ground ball right to first base, and Ford is there for the out. Up next is Kent Curtis, and he will fly to center field. Sutton is there for the easy out, and that will bring up Shane Howell, who ultimately grounded out after a wild pitch. And Howell will double this time, so the Nova's looking at answering back, not going to go down without a fight, and that will bring up Roberta Vidal, who is 1 for 2. And that'll end the sixth inning here. So the Marshals still in the lead, 4-2. And another look around the league here. The Carabao Crocs now 6-1. They've won 5 in a row, the only team to do so. And they lead the DBL in wins to do so. But again, can they make the playoffs? It's still a little early to tell. We still have a little over half the season to go, but with this is really, like I mentioned previously, a Cinderella game or a Cinderella season for these Crocs. Usually the worst in the league next to the Spartans, Santa Fe Spartans, um, who are indeed still struggling this season. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, and obviously my best to the Crocs, unless they're playing against the Marshals, then there is definitely a little bit of bias there. Um, but regardless, uh, definitely some interesting things happening in the Eastern Division while we focus our attention now uh, to the West with the advent of Mark Collins, 3 for 3, having an amazing game so far. And he will go 4 for 4. Look at that, folks. After starting off rough this season, having an absolute banger of a game, just really batting practice at this point. And that'll bring up Ethan Butler, looking to replay his last time at bat, his last inning where he singled and was able to bring Collins home. And Butler won't be able to do that, grounded out. So we're here at the bottom of the seventh. And leading off for the Novas is Corey Sutton. Sutton 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. And that will be ball four. So not only will he be Molina's only strikeout victim for the game so far, he will also be the only individual uh, to earn a walk, Molina's first walk. And up to the plate now is Marina McFarland, who hit her first home run in the fifth. That would have been the go-ahead run for the Novas. So looking to see what she's able to do at this time. And it looks like Molina will walk her as well. So now things getting a little dangerous. 2 on, no outs. And Kira is up to bat. Kira 0 for 3, or sorry, 2 for 3. I was looking right at that number 2 and still said 0. So let's see if Molina can get out of this or if the Novas will answer back and try to gain some ground as the game gets closer to inning. And that'll be a pop up to second base, so the Marshals able to get 1 out. And we will go to Jeffrey Pena now. Pena, 2 pop ups and a flyout so far this game. And that will be ball 4. So Molina starting to look very rough. There is some action now in the Maricopa bullpen as Molina has walked the 3 runners on base now. The base is loaded, 1 out, and the go-ahead run is on first. And Vega here could very easily tie the game with really a single, honestly. And it'll be a clean single. They are going to look for the tie, and they do, rushing to beat the throw. They will score. So Vega with 1 hit is able to tie up the game, and that will bring up Angel Gomez, who is looking to add to his home run total. And the Novas will score again. Gomez tried for second, got a little greedy, but it really didn't matter because the Novas now jump ahead with two outs and a runner on third. I would not be surprised if this is Molina's last inning on the bag here. As the Novas earn another hit, and now it's their turn to take a two-run lead. The score now 4-6, and the Marshals are finally able to get their third out. So the Novas score 4 runs to leap ahead of the Marshals. The score now 6-4 in favor of the Novas. Up next, the heart of the order for the Marshals, Jennings, Torres, and Pena. So leading off, Kelly Jennings, 2 for 3 today. Let's see what she's able to do. So ground ball, Sutton drops it. Looks like it was a double hopper he wasn't expecting. So Jennings is on at first, and that will bring up Felipe Torres, who's having a rough go. Although he did get it, he did hit a sacrifice fly early on. Hoping to see what we can do here. Jennings able to beat out the throw to second, but Torres will be out at first. So the Marshals have one out, but a runner at first at what could have very easily been a double play situation. Ivan Pena, 2 for 3. Uh, with how he's been performing so far, I'm excited. Hopefully, he can get Jennings home. I will not, though. It's a shallow fly ball to center field, so Kira is there for the out, and Tracy Sutton is up. Uh, Again, Tracy looking to unfortunately hit for the cycle, but not in the way that you would want to. She's had a pop out, a ground out, and a fly out. Uh, really, all you're looking for is a strikeout at this point. But let's not go there just yet. And that'll be right to the first. So no runs, no hits. Jennings advanced on an error and was left on base for the Marshals. So we go to the bottom of the eighth. Nova's still leading by 2. And up first for the Novas is Roberta Vidal. It looks like Molina is still in the game. He was not switched out, which is crazy to me. Um, but at least as of right now, it doesn't matter because Vidal flew out to left field there, an easy out for Torres. That's a ground ball to the shortstop. So, uh, really interesting strategy, I guess. I'm not sure what the thought process there was. But up next is McFarland, 2 for 2 on the day with a walk, but also a home run. So that will be a single for McFarland. So McFarland, 3 for 3 on the day, just like Collins there. And now Molina again kind of flirting with trouble as they have a runner on base. And they are going to try 4 extra bases here. And yep, okay, it does look like now that Molina will be pulled from the game as McFarland advances to third. So sit tight, please, for station identification as we get everyone switched. All right, and welcome back. The Marshals have selected Calvin Brewer to come in. Brewer here, 3 games, 2 losses, and has pitched a total of 8.2 innings. So a little bit of an interesting choice. The last couple seasons, Brewer has been their go-to. Obviously, not seeing a whole lot of action this season, and the action that he is season it has see that he has been seeing hasn't been that great. So we'll see. Maybe it's kind of just a shoe in as they hope that there is a bottom of the ninth to get to. And that'll be an air from Butler that allows McFarland to score from third. And the Novas continue their domination over the Marshals. It is now 7-4. Oh my goodness. Wow. A 3-run home run for Eduardo Vega as the Novas leap to 10. They have scored 4 runs this inning. Um, so things looking very bleak for the Marshals indeed. And Gomez continues the 2 outs slaughter with a double to the wall. And after a wild pitch from Brewer, Gomez will advance to third. So the only thing Curtis needs to do to add another run to the board is just single, really. And there you go. Uh, there's 5 runs this inning, and it is 11-4 with no end in sight. Honestly, um, another error for the Marshals. So I I can only imagine if you take away all the runs scored on errors, we probably would be in a little bit different state. Not entirely, but definitely not 11-4 in the bottom of the 8th inning. And that'll finally do it as a line drive to right to Butler for the third out. So the Novas in that inning, 5 runs, 5 hits, and leave 2 on base. The Marshals are looking at a mountain of 7 runs in order to keep the game going. And honestly, hey, stranger things have happened. The Novas just scored 5 runs in one inning, so why not 7 in one inning, right? Well, let's see what Ricardo Nunez has to say about that. He lost his home run leader position to Gomez here earlier in the game. He will get a line drive right to Gomez for the first out, and the Novas are 2 outs away from. They are 1 out away from uh, cementing this game and holding the Marshals off from potentially running away with the series. And that'll be all she wrote as there's a ground ball to the shortstop and fielded by Pena. So the final score of this one will be Nooksack 11 and Maricopa 4. Uh, Join us on Monday as the Maricopa Marshals take on the Redmond Runners.